Hello guys, this is Anvesha Joshi, practicing advocate, Delhi High Court. I'm starting with my YouTube channel, which will cover maximum legal topics. We'll be discussing and explaining about how to use common laws in our day-to-day lives so that we can make our lives easier. This channel is not only for students, law students, but it will also help general public too, because knowing the legal rights and remedies is the best gift we can give to ourselves. So before starting this channel, I got many suggestions, and after a lot of brainstorming, I came to a conclusion that I'm going to begin this channel with a very interesting topic, and that is intellectual property rights. So guys, in this audio lecture, I am going to start with intellectual property rights and its aspects. So I hope at the end of this lecture you will be able to know about the various aspects of intellectual property rights, and especially in this lecture I'm going to start with trademarks. So guys, plug in your earplugs and let's begin. Going further, let us quickly know what intellectual property rights are. Intellectual property rights are legal rights governing the use of creation of the human mind. Basically, the main ingredient of intellectual property rights are human mind. Intellectual property right involves inventions such as literary and artistic works, designs, symbols, names, and images that are used in commerce. Now coming to the topic, trademark. What is a trademark? Trademark is defined in the Trademark Act 1999. The definition and interpretation is given under Section 2 of Trademark Act 1999. A trademark is a sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one enterprise from those of the other. Trademarks are protected by intellectual property rights. Now we see there's so many different brands such as Ola, Reebok, Nike, Fair and Lovely, which we come across daily on our day-to-day lives. So what is the use of it? Why there are different brand names? Why there are different company names? What is the use of it? This is the main question. For example, Ariel and Surf Excel, a very common example. Both are detergents and we use both of these products for washing clothes. But they are sold with different brand names. This is called branding a product with its trademark. Or we can say a registered trademark. This is the right word for it. So that no other party can use it, or we can say no other party can infringe their rights, infringe each other's rights. Now the second question is, how is a trademark used? ये चीज़ मैं आपको एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एग्जाम्पल के साथ बताती हूँ. एक बार क्या हुआ, कॉलेज के फर्स्ट ईयर में मैं और मेरे फ्रेंड्स परांठे खाने परांठे वाली गली में गए, जो कि चांदनी चौक में है. अब हमें जिस पर्टिकुलर शॉप के परांठे खाने थे, उस शॉप को ढूंढते ढूंढते हमारा करीबन 1 घंटा बर्बाद हो गया, क्योंकि वहाँ पे उसी शॉप के नाम से 10 शॉप और खुली हुई थी. अब वहाँ पे वो शॉप ही नहीं मिली हमें, तो हमें नॉर्मल किसी शॉप में बैठ के परांठे खाने पड़े. तो इससे क्या हुआ कि जिस बंदे की वो शॉप थी, उसने अपने पोटेंशियल कस्टमर्स लूज़ कर दिए. वो कैसे? क्योंकि अगर उसने अपने शॉप की ब्रांड नेम को ट्रेडमार्क कराया होता तो शायद उसको ये परेशानी नहीं झेलनी पड़ती और उसके पोटेंशियल कस्टमर्स लूज़ नहीं हो पाते. नाउ द थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज़, व्हाई शुड वी रजिस्टर अ ट्रेडमार्क? ट्रेडमार्क को रजिस्टर करने की ज़रूरत ही क्या है? बिना रजिस्टर करे भी तो हम ट्रेडमार्क यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ओके, नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस. इसको भी मैं एक एग्जाम्पल के साथ समझाना चाहूँगी. So, supposedly, I manufactured a hair serum with a name, take any name like XYZ, or say Shine with the name Shine. And I started selling it without registering the trademark. Everything was going very well, product was giving excellent results. Suddenly, I got to hear that, and this product is manufactured in Delhi. And suddenly what happens is, I got to hear that in Rajasthan, same serum bottle with little bit of difference in design was becoming even more popular. That means somebody stole my trademark, stole the brand name. And that is why we say, if you have a registered trademark, then the burden of proof is on the other party and not on you. That is why we say registration of trademark is very important. Now let us see how can we register a trademark. So to apply for a trademark, a person must know the provisions that are enlisted under Section 18 of the Act. The section requires any person applying for a trademark to apply either in writing that is prescribed for the registration. The application has to contain the name of the mark, the goods, and services, the class under which goods and services fall, the period of the use of the mark, and the personal details of the applicant, such as name and address, should be there. So, now infringement of a trademark. How do we know that a trademark is infringed? Like in my case, my serum bottle was used by some other producer, and with slight difference in the size of the bottle, shape of the bottle, and so on. So now let us see the points to it. If a trademark is a copy of a registered trademark with a few additions or alterations, if the infringed mark is printed or used in advertisements, if the infringed mark is used in the course of trade, of course, if the mark used is so similar to a registered mark that it is likely to confuse or deceive a consumer when selecting a category of product. In case of infringement of a registered trademark, the person may file a suit for damages, like I told you. For filing such a suit, the following conditions must be met. The person filing the suit, that is, the plaintiff, must be the registered owner of the trademark. So now at the end, after facing all such difficulties of not registering a trademark, what I got to learn is a registered trademark can protect you and your brand image immensely. So now what are the exclusive rights the owner of a registered trademark enjoys? Number 1, builds trust and goodwill. Very obvious. It can differentiate the product. Creation of an asset. We get a symbol R. Protection against infringement and protection for over 10 years, and that too at a very low cost. So guys, if you have any queries related to trademark, registration of trademark, infringement of trademark, you can comment down below, and do like the video and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned until the next video. If you have any suggestions, please comment below. Bye bye. See you in the next lecture series. Until then, stay updated, stay healthy. Thank you.